This episode is inappropriate for all ages. Yay! Welcome to the house the Kamurai built. I'm Kamurai, and I'm here to talk about life and things and stuff. And yeah, it's only been since Monday. Like I got back Monday, and yeah. So traveling is kind of rough on me. I get that people like to travel and party, whatnot. I've been watching a little bit of some of the people I've met there who like that seems to be what they do is they travel, they party, and they have experiences of life. And I don't travel well. It's just a fact. I like having enough of a routine. I like having my place that I can exile the rest of the world. I like having access to my stuff because I'm a frugal enough spender that typically if I'm going to waste money on things, it's going to be something I can hold on to for a while. And I can then like not only hang on to that stuff, but then I can access it. And if you have so much stuff after so many years of accumulating crap, then you need to be you can't take it with you everywhere. So the other thing is that it causes messes, and I really need to go through and do things. Yeah, so like that's my big deal is that I need to go through and not so much clean. There's a couple spots that really do need to be cleaned pretty well, but that's just normal routine routine of maintenance type stuff. Well, and then one horrible atrocity. And then cat fur, but that's not so bad right now. Surprisingly. What was it though? I was gonna say, yeah, but I need to tidy up. I need to put things away. I need to pack some things away. I'm trying desperately to sort out my stuff so it's not as big a problem. Like when I finally do get moved, I don't think it made it on here. Like one of the jobs went ahead with somebody else. I've got a technical tomorrow. I think it's technical. It may just be a initial phone interview with one of the engineers. Really kind of nervous. I was happy with two of them on the line. And like last time when it came down to two places, like I ended up being able to pick which one I wanted, essentially. But that was for, I guess, entry level, and now I'm not a senior, but a software engineer 2. And I think I need to find a recruiter. This is just fucking horrible. Who's in there? I've got the Little's carrier down because I thought she might like that. After she got her teeth yanked out, and then she's been on medicine, and then I dropped her at the pet resort while I was out of town. So she didn't spend a lot of time in it, but she seems to like it just fine. So I was like, anything I can do to make her a little bit more comfortable. Because I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if she's going to be able to go back to dry food or not. She only has her canines, and so if she's human, she only has these. She doesn't have anything back because her body tried to reabsorb them. Apparently, it's been doing that for over a year, and we just didn't realize that was what was happening. Like when I first got her, and we took her to the vet and everything. So she honestly needs to go back into the vet and be looked at. And then I found a slew of things that like have drawn my interest, and I've tried to make a small investment into some equipment, which may or may not be a good thing. So there's that. I did forget that I wanted. Oh, that's Tumblr. No, that's Twitter. Okay, I forgot. There is in the cast thing. There is a way for me to tweet. Oh, wait a minute. Did it not have a message? I don't know. This is weird. So now I need to check Twitter. So that's the other thing I've been fighting with, settings and stuff. Last night was a bit of a bear because my neighbor had an issue where someone had actually ghosted his computer. They didn't do it in like the fancy fashion. I could actually fix it by uninstalling the programs, I noticed, but he got some kind of virus that installed remote control software. Apparently, someone talked to him through it like 2 months ago, so there was that. Um, thing stuff. Um, so and then like someone threatened him last night. He's like, "I'm gonna get rid of all your icons then if you don't pay for protection." Like someone was shaking him down, and I felt bad because I think I suggested like if you're that paranoid, you can put like blocking and like tape over the webcam, and he did it. And so like I asked him about it, and he's like, "Yeah, I don't know." Like someone asked me a couple months, like I heard a voice saying like, "Are you a boy or girl?" And like I'm like, "Oh, that's not good." Because that means somebody's been at him for a little while. Slightly better. Not overall not good. So we got him sorted out. I thought he had turned me on to a solution to get this fucking VAF player the install line off of their programs and features, but no, that thing's stuck hard. But that's life as far as that goes. They shouldn't have installed things. There's actually some stuff on there that like is actually really wrong with the computer, but it's not affecting them, so I'm not worried about it. Ideally, I would be able to just reinstall Windows or like format and reinstall Windows and be done with it. I haven't got to shave my head yet. I've been really behind busy. Last night was not something I needed, but I'm happy to help people out when I can. And oh, I'm gonna say it too. Like I felt so bad for. I'm so glad I actually was able to help. When I went to Disneyland, apparently, and she put it on camera, and she shares her life, and she's a kind of a big YouTube star to a degree, at least. So like that's what you do. But I felt so bad for her, and I was just so happy that I was able to show up and help. And I wandered through people, and apparently she'd been asking people, but maybe like just VidCon. Oh yeah, that's right, because she had been asking VidCon people. But apparently I was the first one out of everyone she asked that I actually fucking help her find her peeps. Silly. Yes, Tux, that's a cup. There's a cat right here, just freaked out because I put a cup down. He's like, what is that? Silly cat. But I don't know. But as the days pass and we get farther and farther away from like the day we all hung out, I'm sure we're going to just do, because that's what happens at these conventions. If you don't already know people, you don't have like definitive plans for business or whatnot in future. I can't imagine that anyone like, and maybe it's just me, but I can't imagine like anybody like really hangs to and like, oh, I met my best friend at VidCon. We've been friends for 6 years now, or whatever. Like I don't see that being the case. So like they're gonna go and do busy YouTube adventure things, and I'll just be that guy they met at that time. That's fine. That's just the life. That's just life. That's just the world. I'm not worried about it. But yeah. I kind of wish, like, because I'd met some people I'd actually would like to see or hear from again. But again, got some things in the works. Hopefully, I just need to worry. I can't stress about any of that. I can't do anything about it. I just gotta let it go. I'm not singing. So what was I gonna say? Yeah, I just need to worry about getting to Austin. It's the next step, because if I can secure a job, then I can get away from the shitty job I got to deal with. They're changing things too, so it's like I need to go ahead and get gone. And then I can start, because that was one of the best things, was getting to talk to Mark and actually seeing what was going on, and seeing where we're at and what I can do if I can get there, because just working remotely I can do so little, and I don't have some of the skills. There's actually another programmer they're working with, and I don't have the skills to do the webby stuff that they need done, but she does, so yay. I actually want to try to learn a couple things from her. I don't know if there's anything I can teach her, but eh. And that's one of the things that sucks about getting into the game so late, is like I'm technically like 6 years late in for college education. I might be a year ahead of actual time spent for college education, but I waited 6 years, so at best I'm 5 years behind. So there's all these like young people like that are either better than me or just more experienced with whatever they're doing. And typically, if you're into software, you do one or two things and you do them really well, and that's what you do. And like to keep it fresh and interesting and try to have the best well-rounded knowledge, I've done a lot of little things, and I haven't really gone too deep into too much. And then all the academic stuff has been so long ago, and no one's doing anything that I've done, so there's that. Yay! Okay, ramble fucks. I did actually manage to take some time today, and while I was waiting on stuff, and I remoted in to my thing, and I started working on it on Gamebox. There are some serious format stuff I've got to fix on one section, and I think I'm going to go ahead and launch it, or do all the big upgrade for 7 altogether instead of waiting for 8, to just put it out as is and go to 8, because it actually saved me some work on finishing 7. And then I may just do like a 7.1. I don't. Maybe I'll just go 8. I can't remember. Functionally, if there was anything I wanted to do differently between 7 and 8 that I'm not already looking at doing now. So, but 6, the published version of 6 is busted. So, fuck me, right? Boy, I want that thing. Boy, I want the thing to be working. Snapchat. I've been playing with Snapchat. I'm not very good at it, for sure. So I've been trying to, like, every time I go and do something, Snapchat something. And this morning was kind of funny, but like I don't think I'm gonna be able to keep myself consistent enough to continue to do it so that like my release stories make sense. And it actually pisses me off that they disappear. It's like, I don't like that at all. I was mad because my periscopes are gone. You can download your periscopes after you film them, but I never saw the options to save them. And I apparently did not have autosave on, or auto archive on. So they got archived, but then the videos weren't attached to the links. Like, what the fuck is the point of that? Don't save any of it if you're going to. Don't save the links and not, and just, yeah, don't save dead links. That just doesn't make any sense. Fucking Periscope. And this thing here, I always do that. This thing here, I'm actually very concerned about, because if I put everything up that I want to play with, it may not make any sense. This up here would theoretically get 2 more lines, Fire Talk and you now for sure. So I want to start playing with those. I may just have to do individual test things, but theoretically I could put Periscope and Meerkat here as well, and maybe, no, because that is the live streaming thing. And that at Kamurai 25 is now becoming an antidote. That actually could come down here, and maybe, ooh, that actually sounds like a good idea. And the YouTube channels, they're good. I was thinking about doing separate ones so that I know, like, just when I go to look at files and stuff, I automatically know which stream it is, and it might help. So maybe I could just enlarge the top one, like I could put a big HTKB here, and then on the other channels I can just change the order and do a bigger one on top. But I want to make sure I get the rest of it sorted out first. And like I might, oh actually you're right, I might actually put something up in this corner. I didn't do that before because I think that's where Google Plus shows up, or Google Hangouts, or YouTube. Something shows up here. When it ends up being archived on YouTube, and I haven't done anything with that because it'll interfere. But it may be time. It might be time. Like, and I could actually put my Snapchat up here too, which is Kamurai 25. My Instagram is Chris Kamurai, which I really fucking don't like. I changed the name. I don't know if it matters. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get a new phone. I was thinking about doing it anyways because I actually didn't like this. The thing was only like 30 bucks anyways. 30, 50 bucks, something like that. As far as phones go, that's pretty cheap. And I'm actually upset with it because it doesn't have a gyroscope, because I've been discovering spherical video recently. And when you're watching spherical video on the YouTube app, you should be able to do this, and it actually moves the camera around in the video. But because my camera's my phone's a piece of shit and doesn't have a gyroscope, I can't do that. I have to finger swipe it, which is fine. I'm not actually that concerned, but what was I gonna say? Yeah, I'm not actually that concerned about that in order to like get a whole new phone, but if it was an option, I definitely would want to do it, because it's something I'm looking at doing. I actually ordered a spherical camera. It's not a full 360 squared coverage. It's Pix Pro, so it's only one direction. So it's one direction plus peripheral vision. So it's 360 by 180, and then some. But that's what I would call it. I would say it's 180 cubed. No, that's not right. Math, y'all. 2 times 180 squared, whatever that is. People liking stuff. People liking stuff. People liking stuff. I wanna try to play with vines too, but I have no idea what to do with it. I really don't. Other than doing like kitties. I do need to start uploading cat videos, because I found some old kitty footage from when they were little, and like a couple of them when they're in a harness. Like there's one where Tux, the one right here, he's in his little red harness and he's swatting at a fish in the tank that I used to have, which I found quite adorable. And there's one where Pig is looking Rooster, and you don't know this, but he is covered in tuna so that the other cats will like him more. So Pig's actually licking the tuna off Rooster, and Rooster's just like, oh, that feels good. I found a couple others. So I wanna like, maybe I'll make a little compilation for the little ones I found, and then there's some stuff with the GoPros, but I can't do video because audio, because the sound is too soft with the casing on the GoPro, and then there's a couple times where it's not because I'm dragging it on the ground. So maybe I can just go in there and mute the volume for those periods where like it's just really crazy. I very much had a point of this. My profile says Chris Kamurai. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Edit profile. I thought I changed this before. I just want to be Kamurai. Or I could do Kamurai. I'd rather do Kamurai 25 than Chris Kamurai. I don't like having a first name. Kamurai is not available. Kamurai 5 is available. We're doing this live, everybody. I'm changing my username right here, right now, on the fly. I swear to God, capitalized. I couldn't do this on the Rooster Teeth site either. It took me forever under the new site to figure out where to email anybody, so I sent one from my Gmail. I tweeted at Gilby for one thing, and they've got enough on their plate, so he probably was just pissed at me. Yeah, I think I am now Camera25 on Instagram. Whoa. So I need to make another card. And maybe that'll be my outro card. I can avoid these super awkward exits. And that'll have all my info on it, so I can do something simple like this, and maybe I'll reduce and add some things. Like on this one, I'll do Kamurai, and then maybe I'll just do like Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or whatever. And then I can do live streaming up there. Or you know what? I could move like the tweeter thing over there and add the stuff. Yeah, I could put my Vine up, but I think I should upload something first before I promote that. Because the idea is, like, if anyone finds any of my stuff, it's all connected. So you can easily get from place to place. But I think we need to up the quality of content. So I've been working on the technical side of things, so that if I actually become an interesting person, and you like me, you really like me, then you can do what you need to do, and you can actually enjoy what you do enjoy. And see, I can do skitty, weird, YouTubey stuff, but honestly, I'd rather have podcast-style stuff, because I like to ramble, and the internet is a place where I can do that. I need not do that. I'm just fat. It's a reality of the situation, and I don't like it. I shouldn't have to like it. I shouldn't like it. But it's just what it is. It's medically, I need to fix it. There are reasons medically why it needs to be fixed. And it'll help things socially and otherwise as well. But there was just, like, I caught myself in footage, like, especially over on Cliff Sayre's channel, youtube.com/CliffSayre. There is a her day at Disneyland thing where you can see her, like I was talking about earlier, you see where she's crying, and then I show up in her video, and she's nice enough to give me a plug, which I didn't realize the favor. I thought she was just being stupid. Like, there was no discussion of like, hey, I have 50,000 users, and if you give yourself a plug here, you'll be doing yourself a favor. There was none of that. And I need to not do the Irish accent, because I feel like I'm being really insulting, and that's not the intent. It's just a fun accent, and occasionally I'll have fun, and maybe fucking I'll take my own advice and shove it. Smoothie. This has granola in it. I just making myself pick new things. So there's lots of little technical things I want to do with this. I want to get the settings right. I'm not streaming from Minicam. I am streaming from the camera straight to OBS in 1080p to 1080p, as far as I'm aware. So there is a little bit of flicker here and there, but with the new card, it seems to be working lovely. Yep, the settings for the camera are at 980p. The broadcast settings, actually the video settings on OBS, actually are using a downscale. I apologize. They are set to a 1920 by 1080 resolution, but there is a downscale set for 1536 by 864. And I'm not, which is the highest I can go besides it being true 1080p. So I'm actually worried that if I change this mid-broadcast, that it'll cause problems. Oh, it won't change till the next time we can stream, so I'd have to stop and start it again and do a test stream. And I just am not in the mood to do that right now. I've got things to do. I've finally started. Took me like almost a whole evening of spare time to get everything sorted out into the right days for VidCon. But I've got VidCon day 0 mapped out. I've got to do some voiceover because I had planned on that. So I've got to go through it and see what I want or what I have, and what is not being voiced over that is there, because I don't want to voice over stuff that already exists. So there's that. This weekend is going to be a hell of a lot of catch up, and next weekend's just gonna hurt because I'm going back out of town. Because my fucking friend's getting married. I agreed to fly again, and not to RTX, which is the same weekend. You know what you did. Rawr! No, it was totally my choice. I made the commitment. Tickets, I fucked around. Tickets were sold out, so there was no conflict. And then I agreed, and like I think I was getting ready to buy my plane ticket and everything, and the goddamn tickets reopened for RTX, and it was like, no. But I could do without. My goal was to move to Austin by RTX, and that has not happened. So I'm just gonna have to get along with getting along, and maybe, just maybe, we can get there and have WeirdCon. I don't know. That would be the best. Anything else I need to cover? Talked about work. Talked about cats. Everyone decided to take naps all of a sudden, except for Rooster. You just have the opposite schedule of everybody else. Car's doing funny. I finally was time to put air in the tires again. It's always amusing when that happens. And then I got to watch people watch me fail at using the air tire pumper upper thing. That was really good. Work sucks. Looking job. Housing lady emailed me again. Oh yeah, I have determined that like all I need is one studio apartment. Anything else I have past that is for someone else or for animals. Like I could get along fine with the proper internet connection in just the one room. I'm actually starting to feel like having the multiple rooms is a hindrance of sorts, but reasonably I would like a studio. So and the goal, again, goals are nice to have, is to buy or rent a house in Austin, and turn at least one of the rooms into a studio of sorts, and maybe even paint the walls green or white or whatever it is, so that I can chroma key it. Especially with playing with 360 video, if I can chroma key it with spherical, we could actually do some really cool shots. But I've got one very in particular idea for 360 filming, and I have to get to Austin so that we can make it happen. Because honestly, as far as I'm concerned, we're using my resources on that one, but I need people, and if we're gonna do it with a platform, then that's the thing. And I think if I can get a proof of concept out, I think that'll be what it is, and I plan on doing that very soon. But I need the camera in, and then I have to clean / set up the spare room or the studio, so that I can try it out properly. And I may just not have the time to do it properly, but so I may have to do it with like Ticket to Ride or something, but I want to do it with Super Dungeon Explorer, for another reason that may or may not come to light in the next couple weeks. And Wave 2, as Wave 2 is finishing up for backers, those products are going to be releasing as well, and I'm going to throw money at that because I don't care about life and things and stuff, apparently. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and call that for me. I've probably been droning on plenty here. Um, but it was I do hope that you appreciate that it's pretty much nonstop when I start getting in here and talking. There's very little dead air except for when we're having technical issues. So even though this is a vloggity, I need to stop describing it that way. They're really not vloggity style videos. They're podcast style videos. Even if they are a vlogcast style, that's actually a good word for it. That I vlogcast. I'm happy. I like inventing things. And so this is normally where like I would probably put up the card and be like, hey, things and stuff. But I am Kamurai, and until next time, have a nice day. Do 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 do.